We are live from the Edge Ice Arena for game number 2 of the LHA Thanksgiving Weekend Tournament. Game number 2, what should we expect here, Will Damrath?
Well, we got two of the undefeated teams in this tournament so far. That being said, they're both 1-0, but expect a really tough contest. This Wyoming team brought a lot of kids down. They're pretty big, and they play good defensive hockey.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good challenge for our RJ Red team today. I'll give you guys a little insight, see if I can remember this off the top of my head. But yesterday's win over, we won over Highland Hills 4-0 yesterday in our first game. This Wyoming program played against Littleton yesterday, and they were a 2-1 victor in that game. And then kind of compare and contrast here, they played, well, Littleton played Highland Hills the day before and won 8-0. So if you kind of compare and contrast the games, kind of position ourselves, what I would tell you is that that's going to make for a pretty challenging game today for RJ Red.
Yep, agreed. And, well, start off, it's Friday, November 26th. A little fun fact. Today, in 1917, Alan, the NHL was established. And it started out with 4 American teams, or 4 Canadian teams. There was not an American team added until 1924. Do you know which team that was?
I'm going to go with the New York Rangers.
The Boston Bruins.
That's what I said. I knew that it had to be one of the two anyways.
Thought that was a fitting event for this day in history, and it's also Tina Turner's birthday and Charles Schultz, the famous cartoonist.
Any correlation between the three? Those three events.
All happened today.
All happened today. No correlation. All right, well, listen, we got a couple things to cover here. Who's our sponsor today, Will?
Our sponsor is Avery Osgood's great aunt, Sherry Kochman. She's sponsoring today's game, and our featured player later is going to be Pete Armitage.
Pete Armitage, and Sherry, not only is she sponsoring the game, but she's sitting here right in front of us and gets, I guess, the good fortune, or maybe maybe unfortunately, listening to this amateur commentating.
Well, she's been kind enough to compliment us on her commentating, so hopefully we don't mess it up.
Then we'll leave it at that. All right, listen, I got a chance to talk to Pete Armitage a couple days ago and asked him our typical 6-7 questions. I try to mix it up a little bit for the boys and for you guys watching from home. But the first question I asked him a little bit about his hockey career, his youth hockey career. He started at DU at the age of 4, played DU squirt through Bantam, with the exception of 1 year when he played for Evo. Started with RJ in his sophomore year, and he's always been a forward. A hard, grinding forward. The kid digs and digs and digs. Love to watch him play. Pete Armitage is number 6 today, by the way. His favorite hockey memory, winning the state championship with this very RJ program last year. And the state championship was, yes, you looked him up. I'll share that in a second, Will. The state championship, if I remember correctly, would have been through our essentially the Chassa season, right?
Yep,
so a great championship for RJ last year, and he had a lot of fun with that. Asked him if he had any pregame routine or superstitions. No superstitions, but he loves listening to music before the game. And I love this answer. I said, what genre are you into? And I said, what do you listen to before the game? He said, rap. Pause for a second. He said, jazz. Pause for a second. Rock, funk, soul.
All of them.
I love it all.
No country out
No
there.
country music. Maybe that's maybe too sleepy. I don't know. Modern country, perhaps. His favorite pastime. We got another musician on the team, Will.
Yeah.
That's maybe the 4th or 5th one now that I've chatted with, who has the skill of music in their blood. He loves guitar, acoustic and electric, and he loves playing the blues. I don't think I saw that in the list above, so add the blues to that list of music he loves, right? I wanted to ask him if he had anyone he wanted to shout out to in the broadcast tonight, and he said his grandma Yaya, watching right here in Denver. So a big shout out to Grandma Yaya. Hopefully we can bring you a victory today. His current number is 6. His favorite number is 6. He got the number he wanted. So
good one. I love to see the single digits coming back into popularity. They were out of popularity for about the last 15 years.
It makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier on us, right? As well.
Yeah.
So you get into these 4 or 5 players that are wearing 40s and 50s and 80s. The numbers look a little like when you're trying to call the game. And then, yeah, I just like the single-digit numbers. They're a little easier to call as well. He said he got that in his first year with Regis, and he's sticking with it. And then anyone that really inspires you, this kid is really big into music, as we've shared with you already. But anyone that inspires you from a music standpoint, and he said Action Bronson. And I said, who?
Famous rapper. You can look him up. He's got quite a beard and a following.
He said, and as always, when they're answering the question relative to their inspirational mentors in life, I asked him why. And that usually discloses as far as why they look up to these guys. He said he's talented, he's got confidence, he's extremely knowledgeable in the music industry, and he absolutely loves his ambition. So those are all qualities and characteristics that we want our boys to be inspired by. So hats off to you, Mr. Pete Armitage. Any guess, Will, as to who we're going to have the featured player tomorrow? If Pete Armitage is our featured player today,
I don't know. Maybe Teddy Armitage.
I think you're right.
Double duty on Thanksgiving weekend.
It was a great interview with the two of them sitting side by side. And the last question, I didn't jot it down here, but I did ask him, is there any defining kind of characteristics that perhaps separate the two of you, or that you'd want to share? That I know you're twins, but at the end of the day, what's the differentiator between the two of you? And he said, well, Teddy acts like my parents. And he specifically said, I want you to share that on the broadcast.
He's his conscience. He's his conscience.
So I can't tell you what Ted said. We'll save that for tomorrow morning. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so we got the Regis Raiders dressed out in their all red uniforms, trimmed out in the white. Wyoming's coming to us today in their dirty whites with their brown breezers and trimmed out in some yellow or gold. We're about ready to get going here. Speaking of Pete Armitage, he's out there on the left wing for the face-off. We got Parker Brenner in the center there. Back on D, we got his brother Teddy and Matthew Carter. Here we go. Face-off comes back to Wyoming, quickly up to the neutral zone. Poke checked at the top of the circle, and Parker Brenner feeds that wide, and Pete's gonna come across the red line and dump that deep. Edison Barnes down for the forecheck. Wyoming cycles back behind the net, looks for a man. Somebody high in the neutral zone, but that gets sniffed out by Matthew Carter, dump back deep, and Regis is gonna go for a change.
Quick line change.
Wyoming up through the neutral zone, gets chipped deep. Matthew Carter's gonna go back up the wall, nobody there. Quick shot deflected off a Wyoming player. Punch to the corner. There's a battle down low. Couple of dangerous breakout passes, but no damage. Regis comes across the zone, up to the neutral zone. Wyoming regrouping, Connor Ahea on the forecheck. Puck gets chipped deep. Icing called. We're going to have a face-off down here, so a little sloppy to begin with. That's to be expected in the first shift or two of every game. The teams are feeling each other out, Alan.
Yeah. And this is a big team, big bodies here on the Wyoming team. They're going to be fast, they're going to be skilled, and I like what I see from Coach Ott, which is we're on shift number 3 already with only 1 minute and 10 seconds into the game. So we want fresh legs out there. We want to be able to compete with these guys, and that's going to mean quick line changes.
Oh, and a quick centering pass and a shot. Nice save. Ryan Miller in the net today. We've got the Damrath, Lai, and Ashline out there. Couple of quick turnovers, centering pass, and a good defensive play by Teddy there to break up the play.
Good job tying him up.
Regis still trying to get the puck out. They finally get it out. Wyoming's going to regroup. The neutral zone. Camden Lai putting some pressure in the neutral zone. Wyoming entering the zone wide, takes a shot, and that's in the net. Beautiful shot. Guy posted up at the top of the circle, Alan. They didn't gap up on him hard on the blue line and just picked the corner.
They didn't gap up, and I think Miller would take that one again if he could. He's reaching over his body there with his glove to try to catch that one, and it sneaks over his right shoulder. So maybe just Get up, get your shoulders in the way, use that blocker. That's a tough one. What a snipe, though, by the Wyoming player. To your point, got to gap up, got to play him a little tighter, make that shot a little more difficult to take.
Yep. So quick face-off down to the Regis end. They're going to puck goes out of play, and they're going to have a face-off. Not sure where they're putting it. Because it went out of play, it's going to be over the blue line. So got Avery Osgood out there, Parker Brenner.
Looks like McDonald and Woody on D.
Quick face-off into the zone, won by Wyoming again. Deflected shot by Drake. Another quick chance, wide of the net. Comes back to the Wyoming D, and a quick shot on net, just wide again.
Nice deflection by the Wyoming guy out front.
Wyoming putting a lot of pressure in the Regis end right now, keeping pucks cycled low. All that Regis can do is chip that one high, and they're going to go for a line change. Got Edison Barnes on the forecheck while the line change comes. He gets control, puts a quick one to the net. It gets deflected up high into the corner.
Nice look by Eddie there.
Nolan Williams fires one out front. It's loose. No stick on it. Wyoming chips it out, and Drew Lorenzo tries to fire that deep for an offsides.
So the 5 or 6 times we've been coming into the offensive zone from the neutral zone has been a dump and chase. So I think fair to say that we're not going to be carrying the puck into the zone too often. Let's get it deep. Let's send in an F1 and F2 forecheck. A little pressure. Let's hope we can put the pressure on them, make a few mistakes, and create some good scoring opportunities.
Yep, we got Drew Lorenzo, Connery Haya, and Nolan Williams out there on forward. Matthew Carter and Teddy. And another quick drive wide. Good defensive position by Matthew, but another shot.
There's a penalty. That 78 is a big body player. So he, with speed and hands coming down the right wing, he beat Carter. Got a good look at the net, a good scoring opportunity. Circled the net and ended up getting tripped. So I think the trip is the call. RJ is going to go to the PK. First odd man opportunity for Wyoming today.
Got Eli Ash and Luke out there on the PK. Wyoming really pushing the pace so far.
Late change there, so little pause here is that they had a late change of the Wyoming defender coming onto the ice, and if it's after the ref has signaled that the line changes can no longer be made, he'll make them switch back again, which is what he just did.
So face-off win by Regis been put all the way down, and that's going to eat up some time.
Surprised that wasn't icing.
Wyoming showing some patience, tries to go up wide through the neutral zone, a little behind the guy, and Regis intercepts in the neutral zone. They come across, met with resistance, so they're going to regroup. Finally enter the zone wide on the left-hand side, drop pass. Wyoming having a little trouble getting possession here, finally do, and they've got guys open, fans on the pass. Guy right in front, good quick shot. That was a good look.
Great save, Miller.
Put that right into the bumper spot with nobody on him. Battle behind the net. Dumped into the corner. Wyoming getting some good pressure by the Regis D, not to be able to set up thus far. Teddy Armitage battling in the corner, finally gets that up and going to fire down. I think that's going to be an icing.
So there's 2 sets of rules we play by this year. We play by the USA Hockey rules in tournaments such as this one, and we play by the high school rules in our scrimmages and other games. Primary differences in those rules is on the PK in high school, you can dump it down the ice and not be called for an icing. And in the USA Hockey rules, they don't allow that. So if you dump it down the ice, even if you're on the penalty kill, they're going to call the icing and bring it back for face-off in the offensive zone. Yep. I do love the pressure I'm seeing from the PK here. Whoop.
Wyoming doing a really good job of feeding that puck on the power play to the guy in the low slot there, and it's creating some challenges for Regis. Regis is putting good pressure on the guys in the corner.
The weak side players have got to step up and take that guy in the slot.
Another face-off here. Wyoming squirts that to the net. Liam McDonald picks that up, and he's going to chip it out. Wyoming has to regroup. Good forecheck on the PK there by Brenner and Barnes. Barnes picks that up, gets it into the zone, tries to go to Parker to the middle, and Barnes again chips it to the net.
Atta boy, Barnesy.
Really well done on the PK to get that scoring chance. He just kept going to the net, and the puck was bouncing all the way to the net. Goalie had to cover it on his chest.
And just fearless hockey there, too. He's not the biggest body, but you got some big boys on that Wyoming team, and he drove right through them.
14 seconds left on the power play here. We got an offensive zone face-off. Matthew Carter, Teddy on D. Nolan Williams out there with Drew Lorenzo. Drew Lorenzo putting on the forecheck. Really nice by Nolan, breaking up that neutral zone play. Drew Lorenzo gets it, and he's going to put it up to the guy coming out of the box. Connor Ihaya gets to that puck first. Wyoming picks it up. Nolan Williams tries to handle it and get it to the middle, but Wyoming's up at and Teddy with a nice step up in the neutral zone. Wyoming gets that puck deep. Matthew Carter picks it up, and he's got a winger. Up to Nolan Williams, gets pinched off, and they cycle deep, but Matthew Carter picks it up again, gets it across the red line and deep, and Regis is going to change again.
Great step up by Teddy on that last play. Even equally as much, a great play by Mr. Armitage with the back check. Or Ihaya was, sorry, with the back check.
Errant pass by Wyoming causes them to regroup, and pucks back down in their end. Regis now doing a good job of the forecheck and the guy with the puck deep. Not giving him a lot of options. And there's that recycle back down when you don't have a play on the wing.
Good job, Damrath.
Regis got them on their heels here. Dumped again behind the net, and a good hard forecheck again. 2 or 3 guys. Luke Damrath with his stick on that. Ties the guy up in the corner, and all they can do is throw that high.
There you go.
Chase Patterson gets his foot on that, and they get back into the zone. Guy coming off the bench, Parker Brenner, picks that up. He looks for a guy wide open. Camden Lai coming wide on the left-hand side. Fires that to the net. Rebound, oh, quick whistle.
Yeah. Great job by the Damrath line. Really solid play. Good F1 forecheck, and just they're pushing everything to the outside, and when it's on that outside, they're blocking the lanes, they're covering the boards. We got a good pinch from the D once or twice there. Great containment.
Yeah, and just good momentum-wise, killing off a penalty, down 1-0 to put the puck back in their end. Face-off win to the left-hand side. Parker Brenner's down there to forecheck, as is Barnes, but they get tied up. The center comes through, wheels up through the neutral zone. He's got some speed, look out. Makes a nice move. Yep, you could see that developing, Alan. He had some speed through the neutral zone, made a nifty move and a perfect shot.
Always telling the D, you got to watch those hips. You got a guy that can carry the puck from side to side and toe drag, and that outside-inside move. He stretches to the outside, pulls it back to the end. He's inside, shifts his body, created a lane for himself, broke in, and sank it in the on the top shelf there. 2-0 for Wyoming. 9:41 left in the first period.
Barnes on the forecheck. Harry Sorensen out there. He's playing the high forward, trying to prevent that breakout from coming across the blue line. So far doing a good job. Parker Brenner on the poke in the corner. Wyoming tries to get that puck broken up, but Liam McDonald stops it at the blue line, and he keeps it in. Finally, they get it out, but that's going to be back to Liam Waters, who hits a guy through the neutral zone. Connor Ihaya gets that puck across the blue, and it chips back out. Liam McDonald's going to put that deep. And Drew Lorenzo coming around, and that puck gets coughed up by Wyoming, and I believe that's Connor right in front, has it on his stick. Really nice chance there. A lot of sticks from Wyoming to break that play up, but that puck is still cycled in the corner. 3 Regis players, 3 Wyoming players battling for it. Wyoming tries to get that out, and Liam Waters dumps it deep. Smart play to get that offsides and get a line change here.
And that's another part of the rule changes. I said there was a couple major ones or primary ones. There's no touch-up offside either. So if you got a man in the zone and you dump it in, they're going to call it. And I'll explain a little more detail maybe between the first and second as to why they create those rule changes.
So we got Teddy Armitage, Connor Ihaya, and who's that right winger, Alan? Maybe Lorenzo, maybe. Yep. Drew Lorenzo out there. We got Matthew Carter.
I misheard you. I thought you said we could use that right winger. I said we could always use a right winger, Will. Yeah. You said who's that right winger?
Good to have all your players on the ice.
That's right.
Teddy Armitage gets hit hard at the blue line. Puck bounces into the bench, and we're going to have another face-off.
I'm going to pause in action here. I really like the forecheck. Listen, we came to play. We've had a few unfortunate gaps there in our defensive zone. We're leaving that front of the net. They're getting those lanes out front of the net, and they've taken advantage of them. But as far as possession time, we're kind of 50-50 here.
Well, nothing like a 2-0 deficit to get you focused on forechecking. Here we go. Speed through the neutral zone again. Wyoming takes that wide.
Good job, Teddy.
Gets hit hard by Teddy. Matthew Carter's back to pick that up. He's going to rim it around to Camden Lai. Camden Lai tries to chip. It's intercepted. Luke Damrath down to help out, as is Matthew Carter. Scrum in the corner. Teddy's going to try and dig that out. But there's a tie-up, and nobody wants to commit.
You don't see that a lot anymore where the refs will actually blow it dead. A lot of times now, and we saw it in yesterday's game, there must have been a segment there for about 15 seconds where the ref refused to play or blow that whistle. It was the latter part, I think, third period. And there you had 4 guys all kind of jamming into the corner, and he blew the whistle. But a lot of times you'll just hear the ref say, play it, play it, play it, move it, or he'll call a penalty.
Got Eli Ash, Damrath, Lai line out there. Lai picks that up. Gets tied up with the ref. That's an unfortunate tie-up there with the ref in the way.
That was a great defensive play by Stripes there.
Wyoming comes across, and Eli Ash with his stick on that. Almost a dangerous breakaway play there. Once again, good forecheck pressure by Regis here. Turnover to Luke Damrath on the wall, and he goes back to Camden Lai, up to Matthew Carter, but chips it wide. It's a 2-on-1 developing. They get a perfect pass. This time, Miller makes a good save there on the 2-on-1 chance.
That offensive zone, if you're going to step up as a D-man, you got to make sure you got your center or at least a forward cycling back to eliminate that odd man rush. And at that time, we didn't have that coordinated. So we stepped up as a D, and that created just 1 D back and 2 guys in the breakout. They did a good job to find that guy in the middle. Nice save by Miller.
Parker Brenner taking the face off. He wins it. Wyoming guy goes down. There's a battle on the wall. Parker back in there to pick it up. Defense finally gets that. Chase Patterson goes D to D to Drake Woody. Drake Woody tries to headman that puck, intercepted in the neutral zone. Wyoming picks that up, and Parker Brenner's back to provide some relief. He's going to wheel through the middle.
Go, Parker. You got a lane.
This play tried to backhand sauce. It finally does. Gets it up to Barnes. Barnes in the corner. Good stick work. Controlling that with his feet. Parker supporting. No clear control yet. Barney gets it to Parker. He chips it off the side of the net. I believe that's Avery Osgood on the wall. Puts that deep again.
We need a forechecker.
Avery comes up. Pete Armitage on the wall a little bit late. Comes across the line, and that's going to be an offsides again.
That's really tough for these D who pick up the puck in the neutral zone. They have time and space with it. At this, with the USA hockey rules, they really are required to hold on to that puck, cycle back, get possession, let our guys come out of the zone before you dump it back in. But it's tough to be critical of them. Honestly, they've just played about 100 games at this level where the exact opposite is true. Yep. Where you can dump it in, you can cycle out of the zone and regroup and go get that forecheck on them. So you're probably going to see a lot of offsides here in this game.
Yep, we've got a new different line out here right now. I believe that's Nolan Williams, Drew Lorenzo at center, Pete Armitage on the right wing, Drake Woody on D with Chase Patterson. Puck deep again in the Wyoming zone. Forecheck's a little behind him. They chip it high off the glass. out to Drake Woody, back to the middle, and they're going to dump it back down into the Regis end for an icing.
Will, we've owned the possession time, really.
Yep. Couple of clear chances and perfect shots by Wyoming, but not due to possession, just due to some transition plays.
Our possession, it's a great game plan by Coach I here, but get the puck deep in the strong forecheck. So you're going to see a lot of our scoring opportunities coming in from behind the net. And I think we've seen that probably 4 or 5 times where we're just trying to get it out front, jam it out front, get traffic, and see if we can pop one in. Love the forecheck that I'm watching. There's another dump, and in we go.
You got Nolan Williams and Drew Lorenzo. Drew Lorenzo picks one off, tries to go back to Nolan behind the net. Misses it, but there's a battle behind the net. Wyoming puts it into the corner. Williams all over him down there. Drew Lorenzo picks that up, fires it down the wall again. Wyoming's going to go wide, but Drake Woody is there. Puck behind the Regis net. Chase Patterson there, hands it off to Drake Woody. Drake Woody's looking for a winger. He has one. Up to the middle. Nice breakout to Luke Damrath coming across the line. Luke takes that wide on the left, puts that deep into the corner. Parker Brenner gets knocked hard.
He's going to get 2 minutes for roughing on Parker against, Parker Brenner drew the penalty there.
Yep, so Luke cycled that. He came across the blue line. It was a 2-on-2, had nowhere to go. Took that wide to the left-hand side, put it in the corner, and Parker was down there, got hit right in the face with both forearms.
Yep, and again, USA Hockey rules, got to play the puck first now. They seem to settle that down a little bit. I'll let you call this here. Nice shot.
Barney with a nice turn curl into the middle on his forehand, high wide shot. Parker Brenner cycling with Avery Osgood on the left-hand side. Avery goes to the high cycle, back down to Avery on his forehand. He's looking.
Go low, go low. No.
Tries to go cross ice. That gets intercepted, but held in by Teddy. Incredible play to keep that puck in, and it's kept in again. Avery looking for help. Goes down low, tries to center that, gets it back on his stick. He's got 2 guys, can't seem to get it on a stick. Liam McDonald steps up just across the blue line, but Parker Brenner ends up with that puck, and he's going to cycle low and look for a teammate. He's got Liam up on the left-hand side. Liam keeps possession, fires a quick one, pad save into the corner. Parker Brenner cycles it low again. Liam gloves it, tries to chip that over to Avery, but a nice defensive play by Wyoming.
It's another offside.
Nice possession again. They just couldn't get clean passes made. Wyoming's got really active sticks in the lanes.
Love to see Liam McDonald with that rush. He's got a big body. He's got long strides. He's got deceptive speed. Carries the puck really well. Came in along the left-hand side. Got the defender with his kind of back on his heels. Cut into the middle and got a shot on net. So good job, Liam. I love to see those defensemen with a little bit of offensive pressure.
Face-off win to Wyoming. And
not sure why that's not icing, but
should have been under the new rule, but nevertheless, Regis regroups for a power play breakout, make a nice pass, get it across the red line, dump it deep. Camden lies down there to put some pressure on, as is Connor Ihaya. Drew Lorenzo now joins the party. Back up to Matthew Carter, he's got a guy wide. Over to Chase Patterson. Chase Patterson cycles low to Drew. Drew looking for a man. He's got Camden in the corner. Camden loses the puck. Connor Ihaya puts pressure on. That puck chips out just across the blue line, and Camden Lie's going to get that and carry the zone again. Camden Lie, nice patience, putting one to the net. Dangerous rebound, goes into the corner. Matthew Carter puts that deep. Connor Ihia's got it on his forehand with Camden. He turns
nice
quick shot. What a move. Man, goalie had to be ready on that one, Alan.
Ihia's having a great game. 2 players that are standing out to me real quick today. Ihia, lots of energy. He's driving the net. He's had a few shots on net. And Barnesy looks like he's in a bad mood today.
Yeah.
So coach said we want a forecheck. We want some.
Another 2-on-1 developing. Guy walks right in just wide. That was a dangerous play.
Finish my thought there. Coach said he wants a forecheck. Burns listened to him.
Yep. Battle in the neutral zone. Wyoming comes up with it, goes high off the glass. Wyoming player gloves it, can't get control. And Eli Ash is there. Back to Teddy Armitage. He's going to go D to D.
You got 2 Armitages out there. See how you do this, Will.
Chase Patterson.
You got a 40% chance of getting it right.
A couple mishandles on a couple passes there. Luke Damrath picks that, gets it to Pete. Pete fires one on net. Goalie, no whistle. And play continues, but there's a cough up. Wyoming comes up with it, but there's support. Liam Waters back to play the puck. And 3 guys in front for Regis to break that play up. Pete Armitage coming across the blue line. He's got 2 guys with him. Tries to get it to the middle. He does. Wide open in front. I believe the Parker burner puck's still loose. And Wyoming smartly chips that over the blue line. That was a 3-on-2.
Great play by Miller there.
Yep.
Sent it up to open man on the left side.
Avery Osgood, nifty move at the blue line to bring that wide on the right side, puts it behind the net. Wyoming just chips it up and out. Teddy back to pick that up with Liam Waters, and Regis better get back. They do. Parker comes low, picks that up, looks for a man. Having trouble with the rolling puck. Finally gets that over to Barnes.
Almost got caught with too many men on the ice.
Barnes is going to ice that puck and get it changed with the confusion. That was a smart play.
Yeah, you want to be careful as a defender. You see a line change happening. You got 2 or 3 guys switching over the boards. If you're the puck carrier, the last thing you want to do is send it over to the bench area. What happens is the guy coming on instinctively wants to grab that puck, but they're going to call too many men on the ice. Too many men on the ice if they do touch it before the line mate changes and gets off the ice. So keep that away from the bench when you're making a line change.
Well, you're right. Connor Ahea just flattened that guy in the faceoff, won that to the corner.
He's come to play today. He comes to play every game.
Wyoming, had they won that puck battle, they had a guy wide open in the slot again, but they don't due to Liam McDonald's active stick on the wing. They pick it up high in the slot. Regis really collapsed on that one after the guy was wide open in the slot. So we got a 2-0 game. I believe we're going to do an ice make here.
We will be, yeah. So there'll throughout the tournament, it's every second period between games. So not between games, but amongst the games. Every second period that's played, there's an ice make. So for this particular game, it's going to be between the first and second. Overall, Will, I'll tell you, I was pleased with the performance of our Raiders in that period. I thought they listened to the coach. There was clearly a message delivered on what the game plan needed to be and the strategy needed to be, and all the players were bought into it. The possession time really leaned in our favor, and I'll tell you honestly, from a defender standpoint, if you're on Wyoming, it's not just the pressure on 1 play or 2 plays and the strategy of sending 2 guys in the forecheck, but that wears you down during the course of a game. So we might not see production in the first period as a result of that, but if they stick to this game plan, they did create what was probably 4 or 5 great scoring chances for the Raiders. They're going to net a couple, and I think it's going to pay off in the end. We were in the game. I was very pleasantly surprised by the compete level these guys brought today. We can take it to them. I think we've got a chance in this one, Will.
Yep. Well, we'll join you here in about 10 or 15 minutes after the ice make.
Take a break. See you in a bit. All right, Will Damrath, we got the coaches back on the bench. The players coming back out here momentarily as soon as the refs get out there. Get prepared for the second period. A good first period overall.
Yeah, always love to see the adjustment after the ice make by both coaches and to see what differences you can glean from it.
You know, it's an interesting comment because from our position here on the Raider side, I don't know that we need a lot of adjustments outside of just take advantage of those loose pucks out front. Yeah. Their energy level, the forecheck, as I mentioned in the first period, it's strong. They're playing a strategy. They're all bought into it. They've created a lot of scoring opportunities. It's just closing on them, really. That's the piece. That's the adjustment.
Yeah, and if I'm Wyoming and our chances have come off the transition, as you saw that period settle in, there were a lot of intercepted passes in the neutral zone once Regis figured it out. And if I'm their coach, I'm telling them to get lower and get open.
Yeah.
To try and connect on more of those passes because that's where their chances have been coming from.
So throughout that first period, we saw probably 4 or 5 offsides that we traditionally wouldn't have seen. We saw some icings that you traditionally wouldn't have seen on these broadcasts. I highlighted that is because there's 2 different sets of rules that we play by between high school hockey and USA hockey. I'll take a moment here to kind of explain to you viewers at home why there's a difference in the rules. Those are kind of new. I shouldn't say new. They're probably 6 years old or so, somewhere around that.
Yeah, the rule implementation is new. The study of why to do those changes has been in the works for a while.
Yeah, so USA Hockey, and I tell you, hats off to USA Hockey because they nailed it. It's just a little different when you get into the older age groups. But essentially what they did was they eliminated the tag up offside, which is where you can have a man offside, still dump the puck in and then regroup. And the reason they eliminated that all the way up to now U18, I believe, is because they want the defender, as opposed to dumping it in, to keep possession of the puck. And the byproduct of that is the longer you keep possession of the puck, the more skilled you become at puck handling. And the more skilled you become at passing and having to be a strategic defender. Now, that being said, it's been in the works for 6 or 7 years, and we are seeing some 18-year-olds come into the NHL, U.S.-born, U.S.-based players that are exceptional at doing exactly that.
Yeah,
it's working. It's working. It's working for them.
Quick face-off and a rush by Wyoming, but broken up in the neutral zone. That puck's deep. Camden lies after that. Wyoming does a quick D-to-D, looking for a breakout. They hit the guy wide through the neutral zone. Matthew Carter there to break it up. Luke Damrath gets knocked down hard, but the loose puck is on the wall. Free guy behind the net for Wyoming. He cycles back to his man, looking up high. Nobody there. Matthew Carter and Luke Damrath on that puck. Luke tries to chip that for a breakout, and they've got a guy wide. Errant pass, but it's still a good shot and save. So a little bit of momentum and rush from Wyoming the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, you got to watch that back door. Ultimately, Armitage went and cut him off. Kept the shot to the outside. Miller's going to handle that 99 times out of 100.
So quick line change for Regis. Drew Lorenzo, Nolan Williams, excuse me. Puck on the near wall. Out to the neutral zone. Nice pass for Nolan Williams. He's got Connor in the middle. Connor goes deep, tries to get that to him. Connor picks it up behind the net. Wrestled off the puck. Drew Lorenzo puts it back down deep. Connor Ahea gets knocked down, and Nolan Williams is on the forecheck. Wyoming finally gets that up and out, but has to regroup. Uh-oh.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah. That's the kind of play on the strong forecheck right across the blue line can create an odd man rush immediately. Regis again is going to dump and change. Goalie freezes the puck, another late whistle.
Yeah, risk of delay of game there. We didn't even have a man in the offensive zone at all when he covered that puck. I'm surprised the ref didn't make him play it.
So it looks like we got Jake Crowell and Chase Patterson on D. Parker Brunner's going to take the face-off with Pete Armitage. Throws that to the wall. Edison Barnes down on the far side. Pete's going to pinch up high, but they make another quick transition pass. It gets deflected, and Chase Patterson
going to be there to recover that puck in the corner. Jake Crowell down, collects it on the near side, comes to the middle with it. Nice deflection by Pete to put that deep. Parker Brenner on the forecheck. He goes down, and Wyoming's got a little speed coming through. They take it wide to the left-hand side. Good quick shot and a goal.
Always a dangerous play when you got that trailer coming in. We'll watch the replay.
Yeah, so the Wyoming player took that wide to the left-hand side, did that cutback move, and had a forward trailing on his forehand who made a quick shot.
That'll make it 3-0 with 14:54 to go in the middle frame.
Again, that's that transition play.
It is that transition play. That's where they got it. We need to see our forecheck back to where we had it in the first period. Let's pick up the energy level here, boys. The break did not do us any favors.
Face-off win back to Liam McDonald. Luke Damrath dumps that deep. Camden Lai is back. Up the strong wall, and good step up by Drake Woody to keep that in. Finally, Wyoming comes out with it, but there's a back checker to prevent a 2-on-1.
That last rush by Wyoming really started with what we were trying to do with our forecheck. Their D moved the puck a little quicker. They exited the zone a lot faster, and that was probably one of the adjustments that Wyoming made in the intermission as well, which is the D have to move the puck because Regis is going to come with a strong forecheck. They did, and that resulted in a good offensive opportunity and a goal.
Yep. Wyoming again tries to transition that through the neutral zone with two guys. All they can do is chip across the blue line. Regis is back. Quick shot and a rebound. Kicked out of the zone. Luke Damrath on the forecheck. He picks that puck up, goes wide.
Needs some help.
Intercepted on the wall by Eli Ash. Chip back into the corner. Wyoming looks wide, hits a man, but that's intercepted. Nice play by Connor again onto the stick of Drew Lorenzo and into the corner. Drew Lorenzo battling hard. Connor Ihaya steps up. Back to Liam McDonald. A quick shot, no rebound.
Nice job by Liam McDonald. He picks a puck up at the point, and instead of just sniping it right away, he delays. He just waits that 2 seconds or so, trying to get a little bit of traffic out front. The traffic didn't come, but we still had a chance at maybe a deflection there. So I like the pause. Good hard shot from the point. See if we can't tip one in.
Connor Ihaya on the face-off win. Wyoming picks that up, looks to make a sauce pass, but off the stick of his player. That's going to go all the way down for an icing. Little light cross check on the forecheck there by Wyoming. No call. Teddy kept his composure. And that's going to come all the way back down.
That's not a new rule, by the way. Cross-checking is always a penalty.
It's at the referee's discretion.
Yeah. Aren't they all?
Connor looks like he's trying to go to the corner with it, and he does. Wyoming picks that up. Showing some patience. Again, just missing the player stick through the neutral zone, but that puck goes deep. And they're going to try and cycle high again. Miscue on the high cycle all the way down. Regis is going to use the long bunch and get a change on that one.
Quick line changes for Raiders.
So Wyoming comes across the line. Guy found himself on the backhand, did a saucer pass to the net, and
Miller going to slow things down a little bit.
I think that
never a bad idea in the D zone, right? I mean, if you get a chance, if you feel the pressure, down 3-0, let's keep the energy in the legs, give them a break, slow things down, regroup, and away we go.
Parker Brenner wins that faceoff back up the wall. Wyoming with a quick shot, a little bit of a screen. Miller sees it. Cross ice pass off the stick up to the D. Nice move. He's got nobody. Cycles down low, looking.
Watch your back door here.
Battle in the corner. Regis comes up with that puck. And Avery Osgood tries to, Edison Barnes tries to go to Avery Osgood. Avery Osgood on the forecheck. Up high, chips it off the glass, and Wyoming's got a guy wide. Fans on it. Edison Barnes comes across the line with a couple players.
Oh, almost had him.
Gets poked with the skate. Parker Brenner on the forecheck. Back over to Chase Patterson. He collects that puck. Gains control, shows some patience over to Waters. Waters back to Chase. Chase is going to take the neutral zone. Gets that up to Barnes. Into the corner and loses it. But Eli Ash is there to put some resistance on and get that on net, wide of the net, into the corner. Wyoming with a cherry picker all the way on the blue line. Comes up with that loose puck in front, gets to clear it up to the zone. Nice shot block by Eli Ash. Luke Damrath battling in the corner. Up to Wyoming, quick shot wide of the net. Wyoming cycles high, 2 guys on him. Back to the net, off the side of the net. Wyoming cycling up high, trying to get pucks on net. Chase Patterson picks that up, and he's looking for a guy breaking.
Get it out, Chase.
As nobody turns it over at the blue line, Wyoming's got a 2-on-1 here with a guy in front onto his backhand. And a quick rebound. Miller couldn't collect that puck, and they got 2 whacks at it, but he finally gloved the second shot.
I'm pretty confident the message to the D there is going to be, listen, you're the last man back, and you're carrying it out of the zone. I don't care if it's on icing. I don't care if it goes over the boards. The last thing it's going to do is land on the stick of an opponent when you got 2 or 3 guys that you're trying to beat at once. Just get the puck deep, move it. You got tired legs out there.
Nice
break.
Movement there. Nice movement there to get the puck deep. Parker Brenner's got Drew Lorenzo in front. He's got it behind the net. Looking, tries to fire to the center off the skate of a D right on net.
Certainly been one of our best lines today here.
Yeah, there was a nice sequence, probably a 3-pass sequence to get that puck to the opposite end and get a breakout going, and they came across the blue line with some speed that time.
It only happens if you got speed going to that neutral zone. As they say, the D zone is the work zone. Neutral zone's the speed zone. Offensive zone's the fun zone.
Wyoming, a nice job on the lost draw to get that chipped over the blue line, and that's an offside by a mile. We've got the Lorenzo. We've got Harry Sorensen out there with Lorenzo and Ihaya. We've got Jake Crowell on D with
Liam McDonald.
3-0, 10:21 in the second. Drew Lorenzo comes up with that. 2-on-3, so he dumps it and goes to work. Drew putting a lot of pressure on. Connor Ihaya is going to get his stick on that. Tries to center it, but Wyoming comes up with it. And he's hit hard, and that gets stuffed back deep. Wyoming goes D to D. Nice step up by Jake Crowell to keep that in. Harry's going to put that back deep.
There it is.
Good feed in front. That puck was put deep by Harry. He was looking for a line change, but it squirted right out in front to his teammate. Pete Armitage sitting up high, preventing that long breakout pass by Wyoming. Jake Crowell, nice step up to interrupt the breakout there. So,
yep, if you're going to pinch as a defenseman, you may not have the opportunity to get the puck possession or win that puck battle. And if you're not going to do that, the golden rule there is to do what? Make sure you take your man.
Yep.
You just got to make sure you get in a lane and slow him down a little bit. Great read by Jake Crowell there. He knew that he was going to get beat, but he pinched, and that's okay to do as long as you stop the guy from speeding through that neutral zone, get across that blue line. Nice job, Jake.
So you got Parker Brenner, Edison Barnes, and Pete Armitage out there. Edison coming through the middle, 1-on-2.
Come on, Pete.
Loose puck. Pad save into the corner. You got all 3 forwards cycling on the strong side here. Parker Brenner putting some pressure on. That gets coughed up to Teddy at the point. He's going to drive the net on his backhand. Gets one in front.
Penalty. Not sure how we missed that one.
Yeah, I think that Barney got taken down in front without the puck.
Was I think more of a two-handed push than it was a cross check, and maybe that's what caused the ref to say no penalty. Interference all the same, but it's okay.
I like the drive by Teddy there to create that chance. Luke Damrath takes the face off, loses it, and Wyoming's going to ice that puck because he chipped it high before he got to the red line. 2
periods in a row now. We had a sleepy start to the first period. We let 2 in the first 4 or 5 minutes. Oh, sleepy start to the second period, but here we are again. We've got our game back on. We're getting the puck deep. We're putting pressure on it, causing turnovers by the D and creating scoring chances.
Yeah, the next one can make a big difference here
for
in terms of momentum. You got Eli Ash, Camden, Luke Damrath, Teddy on the point with Matthew Carter, I believe. Face off into the corner. Wyoming cycles around up to their winger. He's got time. Fans on it. Luke Damrath puts that back deep. Once again, Wyoming's got a guy all the way on the far blue line. Camden Lai comes all the way back to intercept that puck nicely. High off the glass to Eli Ash. Luke Damrath chasing in the far corner. Guy makes a nice button hook. Chips that puck up, intercepted by Teddy again. Cycles down low to Eli Ash. Eli Ash gets knocked off the puck. Wyoming's going to convert that over to the far side, but 3 Raiders there battling for the puck. Camden keeps control of that, puts it behind the net. Eli Ash gets evaded, and they once again are looking for that weak side winger high at the blue line.
Move it quick. Here we go.
Pass all the way up, just off the stick of Ash. That would have been a 2-on-1.
They got some big D, Will. Just watching that cycle down low again, and we got players that are just grinding and fighting down low. 78 for Wyoming. We don't have the stats, but I'm saying he's coming in around 6'3", 240. Like, just a huge kid.
Makes a difference when you're forechecking on that big body.
Well,
turnover right on the slot, but good defensive play. Regis tries to connect on the neutral zone. They can't, so they dump that deep. Nolan Williams down low. Tries to get that to Connor. Turnover to Drake Woody, and that puck comes out, and there's a 2-on-1 developing again. Good back check by Drew Lorenzo to prevent the opportunity at the net. Drew fires that puck up, turnover at the blue line. He's going to walk down and look for a man in the middle. Regis collapsing a bit, but keeping the puck to the outside. Drake Woody gets hit hard, and there's a tie-up in the corner. Connor comes back to support. Connor gets taken off the puck. And it looks like Chase Patterson comes up with that and gains the zone, puts that deep, and he's going to keep after it for Regis getting a line change.
He's all by himself down there.
Wyoming again sending that wide side winger.
It's a set play, that's for sure. If it's not wide side, then they got a guy positioned up on the far blue line.
Wyoming changes, and Liam McDonald's looking for a guy in the neutral zone, looking for Avery Osgood. Gets it to Osgood. He'll throw that deep, and Parker Brenner comes over. Guy goes down behind the net for Wyoming. Avery Osgood tries to chip that to Edison. That puck gets cycled back onto the opposite side of the ice. Wyoming, nobody to put that puck to, and Parker Brenner's there to step in and get control. Turns to the net, right in front, and a good look for Avery Osgood.
Beautiful touch pass by Brenner.
Excuse me, that's Edison Barnes with Avery Osgood. Parker fires one to the front again, hits his player who went down. Wyoming comes up with it. They're coming across the neutral zone again, 2-on-2.
I think Barnes, he try to shoot that in with his leg.
Yeah.
Legal play, you can do that.
Good defensive position on that 2-on-2 by Liam Waters to prevent an opportunity. Puck squirts out, deflected high into the netting, and we're going to have a face-off down here. So that was a 2-on-2, Allen, but we had 2 forecheckers coming back, and D recognized it. Liam Waters did a nice job at just keeping position, made it easy on himself.
Wyoming definitely tried to take advantage of that transitional game with the odd man rushes. They're looking for the pinch from our D to create those opportunities. They've had a few of them.
Camden Lai with some nifty hands to get it over the blue, but it gets thrown back deep. Miller's there to pick that up. Matthew Carter reverses the play up to Eli Ash. He's got a few men. Up to Camden. Nice job collecting that puck through the neutral zone and getting it deep in the Wyoming end. Luke Damrath overskates the man behind the net, and Eli Ash backs up.
Only one forechecker there.
Once again, Wyoming trying to hit that far side winger, but this time Matthew Carter sniffs it out, but throws it deep for an offside.
Yeah, you're down 3-0. We got nothing to lose at this point in time. Let's have 2 forecheckers on every play. I think that might have been Ash that read the play, thought possession had turned over quicker than it really had, and stepped back a little bit. But let's stick to the game plan and have that strong forecheck and offensive zone possession time. It's a meeting of the minds with the refs there. I'm not sure what they saw, perhaps just trying to figure out where the faceoff should be. They left it whereas.
Center off's face-off, 1 to Wyoming. Camden Lai. Wyoming, a nice saucer pass through the neutral zone, but Teddy Armitage intercepts that puck, and he's going to carry it with speed into the zone. He does, gets knocked off the puck, and they've got a guy wide at the blue line again.
Yep.
But the saucer pass is bouncing, and that goes for an icing. So
it's a risky play. I mean, they got a guy deep, standing as far as up at the blue line, and their design here is chip it off the boards, and in that particular case, they just saucered it from one side of the ice to the other. But what they're looking for on that strong side is that guy is really deep in the neutral zone, and just chip it off the boards and take advantage of it. Get it over our D.
Well, that's the basic remedy for an over-pursued forecheck. When you got 3 guys deep, you know that you got a guy that is open up high.
That's correct. And the remedy for that, from our standpoint, would be
high forward.
High forward, that's right. Leave a high forward, but again, that takes the pressure off a little bit from an offensive standpoint. So it just means those 2 forwards that go deep have got to work that much harder for puck possession. Works to your advantage if you got a high forward, because then you got a guy in the slot when you do get possession of the puck.
In-game adjustment, here we go.
And the weak side D's got to pick up that guy that's sitting back in the neutral zone as well.
It's again, far side winger. Fire into that guy every play now.
And there you see Carter, who did. The weak side D, which was Carter on that one, sat back a little further to make sure that the breakout didn't happen.
It's good to see the D recognizing that now and taking that play away a little bit. Nolan Williams throws that puck deep and chases. Puts good pressure on the Wyoming player. He drops it back to his D. They try and go to the center for a breakout. They do. Broken play, but they're coming across the line. 3-on-2. Good defensive play by Chase Patterson to break that up. Matthew Carter gets that to the wing. Nolan Williams tries to come across too early. Gets it intercepted at the blue line. Chase Patterson gets his stick in the skates of Wyoming, but no call.
Could have been a trip, and that could have been a hook. I think it's worthy of noting that we got a 99 out there on Wyoming. What are your thoughts on that, Will?
That's
courageous?
Pretty courageous. That's not the word I was going to use, but thank you for saving me there. Parker Brenner down low.
I've seen that twice. I've been involved in hockey for a long, long time, and in youth sports, I've seen 99 on the ice twice, and neither one of them were him.
Yeah, maybe a little benefit of a little history lesson and some unwritten rules on that one.
Yeah. It's one of the only numbers that's retired from every NHL team.
Nice cross-ice pass intercepted by Edison Barnes, and he's going to chip that out. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Wyoming picks it up. Back to the D. D to Chase Patterson. He's looking for somebody, but Regis is changing. Wyoming again tries to hit that guy in the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-1 developing. Drake Woody, nice stick. Wyoming still gets their stick on it for a deflection in front.
Great play by Woody. Woody knew that it was a 2-on-1. He knew he had the back door wide open. If that was a 1-on-1, he would have just taken his man, but he knew the pass was going to happen. High likelihood of it, so he got his stick down, slowed the pass up. Ultimately, Miller's able to stop it. 99, as I was indicating, it is a written rule in the NHL. No NHL team can wear that number. No player can. It's kind of an unwritten rule at every level below that, which is leave that one alone.
Ian McDonald collects behind the net. Up to Connor. Connor over to Camden through the neutral zone. He gets met hard at the blue line. Can't even get it deep. They finally get across the blue line. Drew Lorenzo comes up with that puck. He gets met at the top of the circle.
2 minutes to go in the second period.
Liam McDonald's going to try and put that deep back onto the stick of Liam. Up front to Drew. Nice quick shot and a save by the goalie. I like that play there.
Right idea. One of the fewer opportunities that we've had in the slot with a good scoring chance, good angle, and he sniped it. I don't think Lorenzo got quite the heat on that he was looking for. Didn't have a lot of time or space to work with it. Got what he could off of the shot.
Yeah,
good job.
So that's the risk reward we're seeing. Wyoming's sending a guy flying out of the zone, and they're not worried about the turnover. But when they do turn it over,
it's going to be an odd man.
Odd man in the zone. Here we go, Wyoming this time keeping a guy in the zone. Finally chip it out over, but back to Regis and
heading to the box.
Going to get a call there. Who's that call?
I think it's going to be on Ash for tripping.
Ash for tripping through the neutral zone. So that's what that speed will do to you. Force the guy to get his stick out instead of moving his feet.
Yep, got to keep the feet moving. As soon as you start gliding, you're apt to get that. Honestly, it's not an intentional trip by any means, but he's reaching for it. And if the opponent's keeping his feet moving, you end up getting your stick caught up in them, and down he goes, which is what happened.
D to D, Wyoming's going to walk it in wide of the net. They get it behind the net. Looking for the high cycle, hits the defenseman high, but Liam McDonald's down there to pick it up and rim that around.
That'll be it should have been an icing.
Yep.
There you go.
And they call the icing.
Well, there's games where I think through the broadcast or think through the game, and I try to figure out some of the stats. We watch so much hockey, so many games, they merge together on me once in a while. But am I right that this is only the second penalty of the game? I think this is.
I think that's right.
Only the second of the game. So our second PK, we have not had a power play yet, have we?
No.
No.
I don't think any of those goals were on the power play for Wyoming.
Nope.
It's a good tie-up by Parker to put that in our corner. Wyoming keeping that puck wide. Tries to come across, nobody there. Lots of skates and sticks from Regis, so they have to keep it wide. They go up high, down low, back up high to the D, back down low, and an errant pass will send that all the way down to the Wyoming end.
You're not seeing the Raiders so much with the traditional box up with four guys just boxed up. You're seeing a little more pressure from them in the D zone.
And there's a turnover.
And the O zone, apparently.
Edison Barnes just creating havoc on the power play breakout. Connor Ihaya staying high, and now he hands off to him. Wyoming finally across the blue line. He's going to take that wide button hook, look for a point man. Another messy pass, and Regis comes up with that.
That's what happens with the pressure. If you're going to put a little pressure on the puck carrier every time, they got to move the puck tape to tape, tape to tape. We just cycle with them and just keep that pressure on the puck carrier.
Yep, nice job by the forecheck on that PK. Just the right amount of pressure right at the right time to prevent the zone entry.
You see a lot of programs do, or a lot of coaches do on that PK is just box up, have the four guys sit in a box, and the coaches will call it kind of a trigger. Look for that trigger where the offensive team either stumbles with the puck or fumbles the puck or turns their back to you, where you can see the numbers. And when you see one of those triggers, that's usually when they say go pressure the guy. Hockey's changed over the last few years, and I think stats have proven it, that whether you see that trigger or not from a defensive standpoint, you want pressure on the puck carrier, a lot more pressure. Now the downside to that is if you're on the offensive side, you'll see teams with the high quality skilled players, or if you can connect 2 or 3 passes, when it kind of looks like you're chasing it on the D side. So if you're putting that pressure, and each time a pass gets made, you chase it, you inevitably end up with a man open, and away they go. So I think you're pointing it out that coach for Wyoming right now is calling that out exactly. I think he is.
Looking at the whiteboard, he took his dry erase marker and drew a line all the way from his circle down to the far blue line, which is that stretch pass they've been working on.
Yes. So I like the intensity. I like the pressure the boys are putting on the on Wyoming on the power play. With that said, let's stay out of the box. There's only 2 minors for the entire game. Let's stay out of the box for the 16.5 minutes that will be remaining after we kill this penalty. And then back to the game plan. We've had scoring chances. And again, once we got past maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes of that second period, fairly even period between the two teams. And
in terms of momentum, this is a big, the next goal is a big goal. It defines the third period in terms of, if you go down 4-0, that's called a slow bleed.
Yeah. And the other piece that'll define is the next game, because we're up against this Wyoming team again tomorrow morning. So we're back to back with them.
Again, Wyoming trying to get that quick breakout out of the zone. Regis battling, countering high, really hard on his stick there. Wyoming a quick pass to the middle, and they've got a guy standing on the far blue line.
Well, they are on the power play still, so that's not unusual. There are 4 seconds left in it. Back to even strength.
Wyoming with the guy out of the box regroups, and
there it is.
Guy wide on the blue line again, picks that up. Quick shot into the corner. Liam McDonald picks that up. Good breakout to Camden Lai. He's going to take that wide on his backhand, button hook around, puts it on net. Nice look there.
Good job.
He had Drew Lorenzo, maybe 19. Sorry, 49. That's
Ash. Yep.
Eli Ash in front of the net for that.
Nice little button hook by Lai. Wasn't going to beat him on the outside, put the brakes on, spun around and tried to find Ash in the crease on the back door.
Best part was the shot was right on net and generated a rebound.
Watch that guy deep again.
So nice move through the neutral zone, but stood up hard.
Takes his man.
By Chase at the blue line. Camden Lai picks that up, reverses over to Ash. Ash has got 2 guys on him. Tries to chip that puck. It's back down in the corner to Patterson. Matthew Carter picks that up and chips to the wing. Good job by Ash.
Nice patience.
Strong stick there. Gets hit up high. Luke Damarath picks that up and gets it over the line, and they're going to put it back in and offside.
Ott, rightfully so, disagreeing with that last one. They had the hands up, jamming at him. He's shoving at him. You see Teddy playing a little charades there.
Yeah, I mean, you either call those or you don't. They haven't been calling many of them this game, but yeah. I would say there aren't as many flagrant, but they're happening.
Yeah. There we go.
Good job by, I believe, Nolan Williams. Come across, Edison Barnes.
Yep.
Teddy Armitage puts that back deep to Barnes. Barnes behind the net looking for Parker Brenner. Parker Brenner picks it up, cycles it back high to Matthew Carter, and a good-looking shot with a screen in front. Goes off the skate of a Regis player. They're battling in the corner. Wyoming this time staying lower. Gains the neutral zone, but that's going to be dumped back deep by Edison. Parker Brenner is there on the forecheck, ties up the man, puts it back into the corner. Wyoming has no option but to rim that puck around. Matthew Carter sniffs it out, keeps it in. Parker Brenner. Parker Brenner puts that in. Avery Osgood makes a nice move at the blue line, but that puck comes out, and Teddy's going to pick that up. Nice reverse play to Matthew Carter up to the neutral zone. Drew Lorenzo just off his stick, and he has to check up. Wyoming player off his skate, fires it back into their own zone. Regis now looking for that neutral zone play. Move at the blue line, that puck comes up and out. Wyoming's just gonna put that deep.
McDonald just missed that. Would have had a breakout himself.
Drew Lorenzo, a little confusion on their end. He just dumps that puck off the wall to get it out of the zone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's going to be the Raiders with 6 skaters.
Too many men.
6, it's going to be Wyoming. So both benches were making full-sail line changes there. And
I don't know if I like that call. When you got both teams making wholesale line changes, how you determine and pick out one of them when none of them were in the play.
I didn't see it. I was counting that. When you heard me counting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, I was counting the Wyoming players. I didn't see a sixth guy out there. Might have been just late getting to the bench. We'll take it. We'll get the power play. We got 13:33 to go in the third period. 2-minute power play.
Puck goes into the corner, gets rimmed up high. Liam McDonald's going to come down and cycle that to Camden. Camden met with a little pressure. Eli Ash loses it in the corner. They rim it high, and that's going to be no icing.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't either. That was clearly a rim all the way down to the other end. Good breakout pass to Camden. Camden's going to come in wide on the left side. Once again, he steps up that time. They sniff it out, and it's a 2-on-1. Oh, perfect pass. He got in a little tight on the goalie, and Miller made a beautiful play to stay in position.
You don't like to see those 2-on-1 rushes. That means we did not get it deep. We didn't have the support. We turned it over once we really near that blue line. That created that 2-on-1 rush. Left Woody kind of hanging back there.
Well, Camden did it successfully. His last two zone entries, he button hooked around and created some space, and that time they sniffed it out and created the turnover at the blue line. Edison Barnes tries to hand that off on his backhand to Chase Patterson.
Minute left on the power play, having a hard time getting set up in the offensive zone.
Nifty move by Edison. Try and weave that through, but you want to maintain possession here on the power play. Uh-oh. Mishandled by Chase, and Wyoming's going to have a rush to the net again, and he does. Nifty move to the backhand through the 5-hole there. Unfortunate bounce for Chase. That puck was on his stick, popped over, and the Wyoming guy had speed.
Smart play by the Wyoming player. He knew that he wanted to get the Miller going post to post, did that. Pulled the puck back to his backhand and slipped it to the 5-hole. It's a wonder to me that as many goals in hockey go through that 5-hole, but that's what happens when you get a goalie moving post to post. They got to open those legs up, and when they do, it creates that smallest little spaces to sneak one in. Wyoming just did that.
Well, Regis has got an uphill battle now to fight the momentum with a 4-0 deficit, but there's still time with 12 minutes left in the third. 4-0 game, Wyoming.
Let's get one on the board here.
Oh, good looking play there just behind Camden Lai. If Camden Lai would have been left-handed, he would have had a good scoring opportunity on that one, but he's not. He shoots right.
Well, go back to those straight sticks, no curves. Listen when you need to, just switch hands.
So here we go, 3 seconds left in the Wyoming penalty, and that's expiring, but he won't come out till a whistle. Actually, he does. So we're back to even strength. Breakout pass just off the stick of Drew Lorenzo. Wyoming D-to-D off the skate of a player in the neutral zone, and Matthew Carter's back to collect that puck. Regis goes for a line change up to Drew Lorenzo. Drew tries to get it to his center. Matthew Carter tries to get that up off the skate of a Wyoming player, and they're just going to chip that out. Goalie's going to have to play that puck for a face-off down in this end. So
we got a run clock? Nope, it just ran. Oh, we do have a run clock. So 10:50 to go in the third period. When you're down 4-0 like this, especially with a run clock, pretty unlikely that you're going to chip away and come back and tie this thing up. I think a message from the coach to the players now is we're playing these guys again tomorrow. You've played an outstanding game. Again, you've got the energy level, and you've certainly put the effort in. You deserve a better fate. So let's go put one on the board, maybe put two on the board, narrow the score up here a little bit, and come into tomorrow's game with that momentum.
Yep. So up to the point, Matthew Carter gets a nice nifty-looking shot there with a rebound in front. Regis picks that up. Back up high to Matthew Carter again, deflected this time. Off the skate of Teddy Armitage. Wyoming throws that wide in front. There's a whistle. I'm not sure what happened.
So I suppose a confession that I didn't read the rules for the tournament. Normally in regulation games or regular games, it's a 5-goal lead, I think, where you start to run the clock. I've seen even 6. 4 in the third period apparently is the rule, so there's 9:40 to go, and the clock is not going to stop unless we can net one. So I would like the official to stop the nonsense and drop the puck here.
Yeah. Looks like we got Parker Brenner, Harry Sorensen out there, and I believe that might be Avery Osgood, or no.
That's got Barnesy out there. No,
Barnesy, Brenner, and Sorensen.
Right, we'll get it right here.
Up to Sorensen in the neutral zone. He chases after it. Wyoming tries to go D to D behind him, and Parker Brenner's putting some pressure on. Harry Sorensen going on the forecheck up the wall. That puck comes up and out to Liam Waters. Waters over to Barnes. Barnes to the middle. Nice looking play to Brenner. And just off the stick of Edison.
They had numbers. They had a 4-on-2 there.
Yeah. Liam McDonald over to Waters. Back to Liam McDonald. Nice looking play. And he's got time and space to Harry. Harry comes up and across just off the stick of Edison. He's going to go for a line change.
Edison had cement in his legs coming to the neutral zone there.
Yeah, it looked like he was the end of his shift.
Tail end of his shift. Got tired.
Wyoming coming up through the neutral zone with some speed. Has to take it wide. Drop pass, but Camden is there to sniff that out. Picks that up, chips it high. Connor Ihaya gets interfered with. No call. Wyoming turnover at the blue line, and we got a chance. Connor's got some speed. 1-on-1, now 1-on-2, and a back checker.
1-on-3, 1-on-4.
Puck squirts out, but not out. Drake Woody puts it deep, and he's going to go chase it. Drake Woody chasing all the way down to the far corner. And you'd like to see your teammates notice that and step up with you, but they back up, and the puck's down in the Regis end.
Great communication by Lorenzo. Looks over at Armitage and says, I got him. You take the next guy coming through the zone.
Yep, smart play. Wyoming again through the neutral zone. Completes on the pass. Up to Drake Woody, over to Camden Lai. He tries to go to Luke. Luke gets it on his stick. Puts that onto the net. Gets a little love tap from Wyoming, and they're going to have a face-off down here.
Not the highest scoring opportunity, but that would count as a shot.
Would count as a shot.
Count as a shot. And he followed the plate to the net. We'll give him credit on that as well. Let's finish strong. We got 7 minutes to go here, boys. Let's see it.
So face-off reversed over to this near side, went up into the netting. There's going to be another face-off here.
Damrath, Ash, Williams.
Williams and Drake Woody and Teddy on the point.
Teddy Armitage.
That's going to come up and out. It must have been off the stick of a Regis player, so we'll try it again. Face-off win back to Wyoming. They throw it up through the neutral zone middle, but Drake Woody is there to pick that puck up in the corner. Drake having a little trouble getting his feet under him.
A little bulldog in the corner there.
He's got some support.
He's going to get oh, no, we're going to go to the power play, it looks like.
Yep.
I didn't see it there, but it looks like a roughing call going against Wyoming. It might have been against Woody. Again, probably the opponent playing the body and not the puck first. The irony is that Woody took the hit and retaliated, did the exact same thing to and return. Well, he returned the favor, but the first one got called, the second one didn't. 5:47 to go in the third period. Again, it's still a run clock. It's 4-0 lead for Wyoming. We'll have 2 minutes to slow this clock down.
You got Brenner, Barnes, and Osgood there. Liam McDonald up on the point. Over to Barnes. Barnes back down to Brenner. Brenner scissors and cycles back down to Barnes. Matthew Carter comes low. Tie up in the corner. Avery Osgood on the right side of the puck.
Good job, Avery.
Gets that back up to his defenseman.
Oh.
In which case is actually Parker Brenner right now, up high. Back to the point, and a fouling shot wide of the net. Liam McDonald cycles that back down. Parker Brenner back up to Liam McDonald. Liam McDonald, quick shot and a rebound in front, nobody there. Back down to Edison. Parker Brenner looking, got it at the top of the circle, deflects off a player, and up and out.
I like the idea. This is really what I want to see in the power play. What I'd love to see is cycle down low, get their D to collapse in front of the net, then find one of our D. We got big D with big shots, so get it back to the point, get traffic out front of the net, and drive one towards it. Get a dirty goal.
Yeah, Matthew Carter enters the zone wide, cycles that back down to Connor Ihaya, gets hit hard behind the net. Camden Lai beats the guy to the puck on the wall. Regis picks that up high to the point, over to Matthew Carter. Quick shot and a rebound in front.
That's the play I'm looking for.
Yep.
Get it down low. Get the defenders who are boxed up to chase that down low. Open up a point shot. The odds are much greater in your favor when you can get that point shot. Gravitate it to the center of the ice as well. So see if we can't get a good hard shot from the center of the ice from the point. Get traffic out front and put in a dirty goal. See it right here. Draw it up. Do it.
Face-off win by Wyoming off the skate of a Wyoming player. Guy comes out of the box dangerously, but Teddy's there to pick that up. Teddy goes D to D up through the neutral zone in the skates of Lai, but no damage. Teddy's going to bring that across. Loose puck, high slot, and that could have been dangerous, but
well, apparently there's a lot of snow around that blue line right now.
Yeah. Once again, the bouncing puck in the top of the circle. Wyoming not taking as many chances here, up 4-0 with 3 minutes left.
Nor should they. There we go.
Nice cross-ice pass to Harry Sorensen. He takes the blue line for a shot on net. Rebound, goes back to Harry. He's back behind the net. Wyoming's going to pick that puck up. Ian McDonald steps up, but the puck comes out. One-on-one over here. Teddy gets walked around to the outside, and a quick shot and a nice save by Ryan Miller.
Oh, held his ground, covered the angle. Good job.
Harry Sorensen gets that puck chipped up. Wyoming's gonna
go get him, Harry.
Cycle that puck back. Parker Brenner intercepts that. Harry Sorensen picks it up across the red line, but gets it taken away.
Big body freshman Sorensen.
Wyoming playing keep away just inside their blue line. Gets that puck down deep to Liam McDonald. Wyoming now creating a little forecheck pressure and a couple chances wide of the net. Liam McDonald's got two guys on him in his corner. Harry gets control, but turned over at the blue line. Finally, Parker gets that out, and they're going to go for a line change. Wyoming takes some ice, comes in the zone wide of the net. Regis needs to get some going. Liam Waters fires that puck up the wall, nobody there. And another turnover by Eli Ash right at the bench. And that's going to be intentional offsides and a face-off.
Yeah, I get the opportunity to talk a lot of hockey with that Liam Waters. He yesterday a couple little mistakes trying to send that puck up through the neutral zone or up the middle of the ice or cycling it around the opposite side. That time, a little pressure on the strong side, which is the side the puck is on. He threw it back up the boards. Always a safe play, but some containment there because of it. But those D, they got a lot of pressure. They got to make quick decisions, and they need to be the right ones. Not an easy job out there for the defenders.
Luke Damrath chips that up to Avery Osgood. Avery Osgood's got some speed back to the middle behind his player.
40 seconds to go, Will.
Drake Woody back in the corner puts a hard hit on Wyoming. Wyoming comes up with it, puts it right in front, and a dangerous play just wide of the net.
Go, let's go.
Avery Osgood with some speed through the neutral zone, gets poked off his stick. Wyoming's going to send that back into their zone.
So that'll wrap it up. That'll be 10 seconds to go, so unless they can drop the puck real quick here, I'm not going to see any further action. Overall, I thought a hard-fought contest, 4-0 loss. Let's see one last drop of the puck maybe, and the buzzer, away she goes. Good game, good game. Listen, you can see Wyoming came into this with a game plan, and they stuck to their game plan. Transitional play and speed through the neutral zone, deep guy in that neutral zone. They certainly they stuck to that for the whole game, and it benefited them. They got a couple odd man rushes and goals as a result of it. Our forecheck, I loved it. Our energy level, I loved it. I think we bring the same game, clean up a couple mistakes, and that's really what it came down to. It's just a couple mistakes throughout the game. And I think we've got ourselves a great contest. I think we can put a W on the board tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that's a good Wyoming team for sure. And we'll see if they come down with their team, play in a tournament, several games, and get tired out at all. But they had the speed today through the neutral zone. That was the difference on the transition.
Our featured player again was Pete Armitage. It was a great interview with Pete. Good game by Pete. We'll have Teddy, our featured player tomorrow. And our gratitude again to the Avery Osgood's great aunts.
Yep.
That's
Sherry
Cookman. Yeah, Sherry. So,
Alan, pleasure doing the broadcast with you today.
As always, look forward to be right back at it tomorrow. We got 2 games on the docket tomorrow. I think our first game, for you at home who are going to have the link, we got a 10:15 a.m. game. And that's going to be against this very same team, Wyoming team. And then what do we got after that, Will?
4:30 p.m. at DU, Magnus Arena. That'll be fun against Littleton Hawks.
It's fun playing against Littleton. It's fun playing at DU. It's really fun playing at Magnus Arena.
Yeah, beautiful facility. Can't wait.
We're going to need to up our game. This amateur commentating, we're going to need to up it a little bit.
Do you have to wear a suit tomorrow?
You guys don't know, but he's got one on already. Taking this thing seriously, damn rat.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.